tape on the actual mohawk itself. This is how the mohawk comes when you buy it off of Amazon. I have the full length of this mohawk on my black helmet here. I actually had to do some pre-mocking up just to see what it would look like on my new helmet here. I'm actually going to cut off another piece, these last 3 blades on here, to basically fit up into the length of this helmet of where I want it, because in the previous video I talked about having the visor being able to function properly and go all the way up and all the way down. But if I was to use the full length of the rest of what I didn't cut off of this mohawk, my windshield wouldn't be able to go all the way up. It would get hit from the front of the mohawk like it is on my black helmet right here. So with learning that with my second helmet that I bought, I was able to get my visor to go all the way up because I moved the placement of my mohawk back further onto the top of the helmet to be able to open my visor all the way up. So that's the same thing I want to do with this more expensive helmet, because I don't want to have an expensive helmet like this AGV helmet is and not be able to move my visor all the way up. Because the problem that you'll run into, that I explained in the previous video, is that if you're talking and riding with a group of guys and they don't have Senas like you do, they won't be able to hear you because your voice won't be projecting out of your helmet, and you'll have to talk really loudly to be able to understand the riders next to you, along with the bike noise and all that good stuff. Because I know one of my bikes, the 750, is really loud, but I barely have an exhaust on it. It's just 2 little tubes, so it's a really loud bike. It's hard for me to hear other riders talking to me, and hard for them to hear me while I'm on that bike. So while I have this helmet on, and if I'm ever on my 750 with this helmet on, I just want to be able to be heard with the group of guys that I'm riding with and have them be able to hear me, is what I mean. So for this, we're going to go ahead and put this mohawk on my AGV helmet. Like I said, here is how I wanted it to look originally, but had to make the sacrifice of cutting it down shorter and moving the mohawk back so that I can be able to raise my windshield all the way up. So I have to cut the back 3 blades off of the back of my helmet so that it's not sticking off this visor back here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. And that's one thing I like about this mohawk. You're able to cut it to where you want it, or cut it to size. So I'm just doing this with some scissors. Very easy to cut. So now I have 2 pieces cut off of this mohawk. It has adhesive on it, so all you do is peel this off. And before you put this on, make sure your area that you're putting the helmet on is clean. This is a brand new helmet, so I know it's clean, and I already went ahead and alcoholed it down anyway. So all I have to do now is stick this on here. And this mohawk, it can go any way you want it to. It can go this way like this with the blades pointing to the back, or it can go this way like this. Doesn't matter which way you put it, your preference. I like the look of this helmet, my other first helmet, of the blades going back. So that's the same thing I'm going to do with this one. Speaking of which, I just want to kind of quickly see what it looks like this. That cut looks kind of cool though, actually. I don't know if I want it like that though. Now I'm gonna have a debate with myself right here. All you gotta really do is line the mohawk up with the center portion of your helmet, and then you're good. Alright, so now all I gotta do is press down on it. Make sure the whole thing is seated flush with the helmet. And that's it, guys. That's how you do it. That's how you put the rubberized mohawk on your helmet. Again, may or may not put these custom Taylor 33 reflective stickers on there or not. That will basically be what it will look like.